and where home is headed. In the final analysis, this is a hopeful book, and what is needed to thrive in an era of increasing longevity. Paul Irving is chairman of the Milken Institute Center for the Future of Aging, distinguished scholar in residence at the University of Southern California Leonard Davis School of Gerontology, and chairman of Encore.org. Introduction. Why place matters in the age of longevity. Are you prepared to live to 100? It's not as far-fetched a question as it once was. Centenarians are projected to be one of the fastest-growing demographic groups globally, increasing from less than 100,000 in 1990 to nearly 4 million in 2050. More than half of children born in developed countries today are expected to reach the century mark. Long lives are becoming the norm, especially for those who are educated, take care of themselves, and plan ahead. The concept of the 100-year life may have already grabbed your attention. Book titles reference it, financial institutions use it in their advertising, and universities have programs to prepare for it. Even my financial advisor assumes a lifespan of 100 as the default. Yikes! A long, healthy life should be a good thing. Research bears it out. A happiness curve shows that people around the world are happy as they enter their early 20s, become progressively less so before eventually bottoming out in midlife, late 40s and early 50s, and then reach their highest levels of happiness in their 70s and beyond. There's a reason these later decades are termed the golden years. For many, they are something of tremendous value. We're all pioneers in the age of longevity. There is no foolproof guidebook to help you thrive over the course of a long life, although I hope this book will become a valuable resource in your journey. We are learning as we go, but it is clear that our best path forward is to understand the key elements that influence longevity and do our best to invest in them. Earning one's longevity. A long life is not a foregone conclusion. The good news is that many of us have the opportunity to earn our longevity. That's right. DNA matters, but other factors far outweigh its significance. By rough numbers, genetics account for, at most, 30% of our longevity. Ancestral longevity isn't as important a predictor of individual longevity as is commonly believed. In other words, we shouldn't be assured of a long life just because our parents and grandparents have lived long lives. The majority of longevity is a function of individual behaviors, coupled with social and environmental factors, things we can control, at least in some measure. But merely living a long life may not be desirable if those years are spent in poor health or of limited quality. In this sense, health span, or the length of time that one is healthy, is an important consideration. Similarly, wealth span, the length of time that one has financial resources, is a valuable element. Our desired outcome should be a long lifespan that is matched with an equally long health span and wealth span. Understandably, significant attention is given to lifestyle choices. Eat healthy foods, avoid alcohol, don't smoke, exercise regularly, save and invest wisely, manage costs. Another important factor that has been overlooked until recently is regular social connection. Increasing social isolation and loneliness have been abetted by our modern culture and made worse during the coronavirus pandemic. Several years ago, a former U.S. Surgeon General declared that the United States was facing a loneliness epidemic, the health impact of which could be severe. Researchers believe it has the equivalent effect on our health as smoking more than a pack of cigarettes every day. College students and older adults have been found to be the loneliest cohorts. Purpose matters too. People with an articulated purpose, particularly